Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir Selling Gods video. In today's video, I'm going to show you my updated team for the Chief Challenge Auster, because there's been some changes, right? Because of the fact that in the Urzilla's Chief Challenge boss, we need Thorin. I kind of had to swap out my wild team for this one, and I'm actually using an epic as the solo support for this team. I'm still doing around 240-250 million damage without using a poison team. So let's check this one out. Now, before I jump into the video, I do want to mention that if you want to support me as a content creator and get some free stuff while you're at it, you can use code OddOne that you see over there at the top to support me as a content creator. Either find the link in game or there's a link in the description of this one. You click that link, you put code OddOne with capital O's, then link to your account, then click bind. You're going to get some free stuff instantly, but after that, make sure to DM me on Discord because I do have some promo codes to give out for all the supporters. But let's jump in and let's see exactly the team that I'm talking about. You might have seen before on my channel that I don't have a good enough poison team, right? I don't have Slay, I don't have not Twitch, I don't have Lothair, so I'm kind of missing most of the poison ones, which are kind of like the most effective against this fight. So I decided to build a wild team. I did build that team before with using Thorin in there. However, the burn team that does obscene amounts of damage, right, against Urzillas really requires Thorin. So I could not use Thorin in here anymore. Therefore, I had to come up with something. And honestly, so far, based on my testing and obviously the things that I had available, the next best option for this team was actually Thea, right? Thea is the only support in this team. Now, the reason why Thea works so good in this team is because, one, she brings healing on her battle skill to all, to one ally and all allies under invisibility, which she can put herself. Two, she puts AoE invisibility on everybody in your team that is ranged, which obviously the whole wild team is ranged. And then number three, she also brings debuff immunity for all ranged allies, which again, it's all of your team. So she's kind of like the perfect candidate for this, right? It's not ideal. It can get tricky. It's a little bit RNG, right? The stupidness, the thing that I hate about this fight is this one over here, right? The what's it called? The battle skill, I guess, that the boss does twice. Fires 3 arrows at random, dealing cold damage and 100% chance to ignore 100% the defense. This one that says at random is the most annoying thing, because if all three go in one target, you're dead, right? Pretty much, it's so bad, it's so painful, it hurts so much, that hit, that it can just, it can just make you pretty much be done with a fight a little bit early, and that's obviously not gonna be ideal. What did I do? Why is Thea not healing? Again, I think what happened over here is Thea got most of the hits on herself, and now you see she's pretty much dead. But still, even with that little bit of bad RNG, you see that we're still gonna be hitting that 240 million, but you see there's still 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Now again, it's really quirky, it's really tricky the way that that it works. So, I guess, you know what? Still, 240 is good. I think the best I did was 265 million. One thing that's really important to keep in mind is the position. Because when it comes to the boss's battle skill, he just hits it random, right? It's, whatever it goes, it goes. You can die because of it, and that's it. But when it comes to the ultimate, he hits in a diamond shape, right? Diamond shape, which means you want to try and position them in a way where not too many people get hit by the ultimate. So the best way that I found that to be is like this. Thea straight in the middle, so she soaks up most of the damage because she's kind of like the tank. Then Erich close to her, then all the way over here in the back Felicity, all the way in the back, what's his name, Casper, and then Flora straight up over here. That way, doesn't matter how the boss does his ultimate, he never will hit more than 2 people. It's really important to try and, keep that in mind. Now, let's have a look at the skill timings, because these are really important. The reason I'm saying is because when the boss does the ultimate, and this is the reason why I have debuff immunity, but when the boss does the ultimate, he places Frost. If you have Frost landed on you, then every time he does a basic attack, he just shoots at other Frost people as well. He gets ultimate energy, so it becomes really difficult to control the fight. Therefore, you want to make sure you have debuff immunity before he puts that Frost up, if you're building this specific team. But let's have a look at the skill timing. So the way that I have this team going is starting Flora 11.8, then every 18 seconds. Felicity goes full YOLO. Casper at 12, then every 18 seconds. Erich at 13, then every 18 seconds, and then I have my Thea at 14 and then every 18 seconds. You want to keep this rotation. I kind of put 14 because for some reason this boss is bugged and still gets a bit more ultimate energy. Like, I have no idea why, even though, like, look, I have 18 seconds. Towards the end of the fight, Thea just does her ultimate, you know, just a second before the boss does the ult. I have no idea why. 100% something's bugged with that. And then for the buff, you 100% want the tidal surge because you need those shields, right? You need that extra level of survivability. Without those shields, you're going to be pretty much dying, right? It's really difficult. Let me just try and do a quick battle to see, do I get some good RNG to get like 250 mil? If I get 265 or like 260, I'm just going to save it now because that was the best I got. Again, 235, you see, just depends on how the boss does those stupid arrows. If some of those, you know, if most of them go on the same people, then you're going to be dead. Now, one way to mitigate that, right? One way to mitigate this and try and get more survivability. If you're trying to give survivability to your people in this team, apart from Thea, right? Thea and maybe Erich, you want to give them as much HP as possible. Not defense, HP. The reason for that is, obviously, this one ignores 100% the defense. So, doesn't matter how much defense you have. If he does this several times on you, you're dead. That's why you want to try and squeeze some HP in there. You're going to see no defense. You're going to see a bit of defense. But you know what? Casper might be a little low on HP. I should try and swap maybe this one. Right, maybe I should just go ahead and look at, okay, Casper, you're really low, HP percent, and whatever gives me some damage stats after that, maybe something like this, right? So that he doesn't get hit once and then he's pretty much dead, but you get the idea. Now, since we're talking about builds, let's look at them overall. Starting with the talents, Erich, I just gave him this one. Then 100% you want to give focused whispers on him and on Felicity because you want them to roll as high as possible, those wilds, right? Just to make sure they do the most amount of damage. And then the last one, honestly, didn't really even matter. Maybe I would try and go with this one. It doesn't really matter. Erich is not as important. Then Felicity, I just went everything all the way at the bottom. Casper, I grabbed this one for more attack, this one for more damage, and then went down the middle. And then for Flora, pretty much the same. 100% you want to get this on Flora so she does a ton more damage. And then for Thea, one really quirky one is I actually grabbed Enhanced Protection because every other heal that she does, she can put a shield, and I'm kind of combining that. This is a strategy that, you know, I've been using for my quite a few teams, but combining the Devout Prayer with a healer that can put a shield, right, when you don't have a shielder, can give you that extra boost of damage, can be really good, and then everything else down the middle. Now, let's look at the builds. Now, when it comes to builds, it just, you know, depends what's going to work best for you. You definitely want to have Brotherhood Spirit, you want to have Puppeteer's Inspiration, and you want to have, I think that's about it. Those are important. After that, depending if you can afford it, you're going to want Emissary's Whisper, and then if not, maybe put Ancestral Protection on Thea. Depends if you're going to die. But the way that I went with is I gave Brotherhood Spirit with the Horn for Thea, right? That seemed to work best for me. They don't really care about their accuracy. You don't care about this healing prohibition necessarily. You mostly care about bringing more damage and some survivability. Then if you look at Felicity, she's going to be in Witch's Remains alongside Emissary's Whisper to try and give 10% more damage every time she ults. Then try to give her close to 100% crit rate. Then also, you know, accuracy to land her debuffs. When we're talking about Erich, Erich is going to be in a Puppeteer's Inspiration paired with a Strike the Unprepared and a Dawn Organ Pipe. So obviously give him as much attack as possible as he's going to share his attack with everybody else. Then if you look at Casper, Casper is going to have Ring of the Scarlet Sorcerer. Obviously this is one of the best ones for him. Lots of crit damage, lots of attack. If you don't have that one but have this, you can always go with this one as well. This is going to be really good. Crit damage and attack. HP, like I said, with some crit rate. Then attack percent in Imposing Presence. Crit damage, a glove in Strike the Unprepared with the Penta crit rate. This is the one that I forged. Then I gave him a Fearless Challenge, and then obviously a Blood Shade Mark. Now maybe this one, the Fearless Challenge, maybe you can swap out with something like this if you have a good piece, just mine sucks. You see, like I lose so much crit damage, it's not worth it to go with Chaos Symbiosis, so I just kept the Fearless Challenge. And then the Flora, the MVP of this fight, she obviously has her exclusive artifact. However, if you don't have Flora's exclusive artifact and you want to build this team, you can give her the Queen's Fan. This is going to be the best artifact to boost her damage. Then she's gonna have Enlightenment with attack percent. Then over here, as much Enlightenment and attack percent as you can get. 100% you want death record, either chestplate or gloves on her. She has this one, enlightenment with HP, try and keep her alive. Then attack percent with quad enlightenment, the one from last season. Then I gave her Bloodshade Mark with some enlightenment, and then like I mentioned, Chaos Symbiosis with more enlightenment. It's all about enlightenment for Flora, but this pretty much is the team that I have for this fight, right? I could not come up, or like I could not try and build a poison team that was good enough, at least up until this moment. So I said, you know what? Might as well go with the wild team again. If I can do around 250 million, considering the options that I have, I'm gonna be happy. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this for today. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. Don't forget to support using code OddOne that you see over there at the top. And also, don't forget to DM me on Discord after supporting so I can give you some promo codes. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.